it's not always trauma. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm an author with a mental health background. There are some people who are highly sensitive people, HSPs. They can also be known as empaths. And this is kind of one of those weird, I call it a gift because I am one, but this is kind of one of those weird things like, where does this come from? And it's kind of hard to figure it out sometimes. There are some people who say that if you are an HSP or an empath, it's because you had a traumatic childhood. Empaths and HSPs are really good at being able to discern sort of micro expressions in people. They pick up on the super fine details that a lot of people completely miss. If you think about the show Psych, for example, Sean was trained to notice those details. HSPs and empaths have it naturally. It's just something we do. And it's really kind of hard to explain. For example, from my own experience, I know exactly when someone's lying. Every single person has their own individual tells, and I can pick those up just like that. I can also read people's energies. I know from just maybe a flick of an eyelid or a change in the tension of the jaw, how someone's feeling. But I didn't come from a traumatic childhood. If you looked at my last video, I mentioned client B with the drunk mother and being able to discern what kind of mood mom was in. Is she drunk? Is she drunk enough to be angry? Being able to discern that based on how she opens and closes the door and how she climbs steps. I didn't have a childhood like that. And I have friends who are also empaths, and we had decent childhoods. We came from supportive, stable, loving homes, and we still have good relationships with our families even today. So again, even though some people might develop this high sensitivity because they had traumatic childhoods, doesn't mean that trauma is necessarily the root to this gift